Hello and welcome to Flipped Maths with Mrs. D. Hoog. Today our topic is mapping, and we are learning to use scales, legends and directions to understand information in maps. Remember to record your learning goal or our learning goal on your homework sheet. Pause the video now please. Let's start off with some important information and definitions. Scale, basically the scale on a map, it shows the distance that each side of the grid square represents in real life. I have an example map here. And as you can see, the scale is shown here, and it says that the distance between this line and this line over here is 1 kilometre in real life, and we're pretending that it's 1 centimetre on the paper. So 1 centimetre represents 1 kilometre in real life. So basically it's from this point to this point over here. That is 1 kilometre in real life. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 kilometres in width according to the scale for this map. Excuse me. Now the legend of a map, or on a map, shows the symbols or the pictures on the map that represent something in the real world. On this map here, we have the legend here, and it has symbols, and then what those symbols represent in the real life or in the real world. So here a star is a patio. So on this map up here, we've got a star there. That represents that there is a patio in real life on that point in real life. Here we have a house, a picture of a house, a lake, and a pathway. And lastly, we have the directions on a map. And which basically are the compass points, and they explain, the direction of from one point to another, what the direction is. And we look at north, south, east, and west. I do have this little compass over here. We've got the north, south, east, and west, and we've also got these points or these directions going in between those points as well. So between north and east, it's northeast. Between south and east, it's southeast. Between south and west, it's southwest, and between north and west is northwest. And it's just shown with these letters here, the NW for northwest, quite often. So we're going to start off with some examples, for example questions. And it says here, I'm just trying to stand up a little bit, what does this star symbol represent in real life? And as we looked at it before, you just go to the legend, the star shows a patio. So to answer this would be, you would just write patio. For scale, how far is it in real life to travel from the middle of the square that the house is located on to the lake? So for this one here, you would simply just get a bit of paper perhaps. And you could even use a ruler. At this point, I'm not going to use a ruler. I'm just going to use a little bit of paper to show the scale there. So we've got the one there. So it's how far is it from the middle of the square that the house is located on to the lake. So we could simply go middle. There's 1, 2, 3. Probably 2.5 for that one. Now we will look at it in class in more in depth with the scale and using a ruler to work this one out. So we'll practice that more in class. And for the last one here, directions, question should be 3. What direction would you be travelling if you went from the house to the lake? So if you were going from the house to the lake, what direction would it be? And I've got the little compass up here, and it's pointing southwest. That's the direction it would be going in. So I've got this one here for you to have a go at, these practice questions. And the first question for legend says, what does the symbol here represent in real life? Then question 2, how far is it in real life to travel from the middle of the square that the house is located on to the patio? And that's when you would go from the house to the picture of the house to the picture of the star. Here we've got 1 and then one more, so it's 2 lots of this distance here. And then question 3, what direction would you be traveling if you went from the lake to the house? And I'll just change that. There we go. Question 3. Have a go at these questions here, and remember to pause the video to do so and record your answers on your homework sheet. Thank you for listening to and watching this video on mapping.